Hello audience, my name is Roni and tomorrow I will go to China. For the first time in my life. I have traveled a lot to different places like Hawaii, Australia, Thailand, Egypt, all around Europe, but I haven't ever been in an Asian country, so I assume that China will be quite of a cultural shock for me. To be more precise, I will go to Beijing, and the reason for the trip is to make a video, a vlog to my Finnish channel about the trip, about the differences that I see, and basically how I survive in the world where people are a lot shorter than me. I'm almost 2 meters tall, and all the habits and so on are so much different from the Finnish culture and habits and customs. So I thought that it would be probably a good idea to check out these different habits or customs, so I will not mistreat or harm anyone or be disrespectful towards anyone. So I googled different kind of customs that are quite interesting or weird, and I was thinking about commenting my perspective about those in this video. Let's open the list. I took some of the customs that are extremely different from the Finnish culture, and at the same time you can then learn about Chinese culture and Finnish culture and what are the differences. First of all, speeding is normal in China, which firstly I didn't know, and secondly is quite weird. If somebody does that in Finland, it's just weird. Why would you do that? I heard that leaving food to a plate is something that you should do if you enjoy the food. So basically you don't eat everything, which is also weird and kind of sad as well, because I always want to eat everything. I never leave anything to the plate, and especially when we go to China, where people are smaller than me, I think they also eat less than I do. So I'm quite afraid that I will be hungry constantly there, because if the food is weird, if the sizes are small, and on top of that I have to leave some food to the plate, I'm not sure whether I will survive the whole trip. Let's hope so. In Beijing there is 20 million people, and in the whole Finland there is 5 million people, so in just one city there is 4 times the amount of people that is in whole Finland. So that will be interesting. The lack of personal space will be something to get used to, and I can just imagine how people look at me there, because I'm so different when compared to the others there. I think the members in my group with whom I go there, they suited the culture a bit better, because they are not that tall, and yeah, they wear normal clothes. As you can see, I don't. So there will be a lot of people, and many of them will probably just look at me and think that I look weird, and I just cannot wait. It will be such a cultural shock, and I'm just so much waiting for it. Yelling. Chinese people tend to yell, according to some article online. And the reason for that is that the language is so hard to pronounce things, so they will yell, so there won't be any kind of communicational errors, I think. And of course, as there is so many people, it is easier to yell to another person, so they will hear you. And I have to also agree with that one, that many times as I see some Asian people here in Finland, as there is not that many people around and we Finnish people are quite silent, and then there is a big group of Asian people that normally tend to yell to each other, and there's quite a big difference, so I will see then whether I can get used to it, that people yell to each other, as I'm kind of a person who likes to be alone and in silence. Tan, face skin. There was some pictures that people have this kind of a mask on when they swim, so they won't get any tannier, or what is the word, I don't know. Tan is seen as a bad thing, whereas in Finland it's the vice versa basically, that if you have a tan it means that you go out and then you are outgoing and fun, whereas if you are pale like me, then you don't go out, then you are not fun, then you are not handsome. So as I'm pale, as I'm tall, as I'm going to China, I cannot wait. For once there is a place where I can be beautiful, unique flower there. So the importance of tan is just completely different in China when compared to Finland, which once again will be interesting. And lastly, according to some article, people tend to nap in random places, which isn't that normal in Finland. As you see someone sleeping somewhere outside of their home, it's normally seen as a, okay, you are a homeless person. Then again, I'm often quite tired, and as we will be in quite of a hurry there, as our schedule is quite tight, it is nice to hear that then I can just nap somewhere in a bus, for example, and nobody will think anything bad about it. So to conclude, I will be going to China, and I just cannot wait to see the cultural differences. It seems that I'm in a good place, as I'm tall and pale, and well, the food part is quite sad. To be honest, I cannot really say what I think about this whole thing. Do I like China or not? I guess I will see then. Hopefully I will survive and not die to hunger. But nevertheless, these were the weird customs or habits from a Finnish perspective. Let's see how weird they are in reality then. My name is Roni Back. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.